coming. I know that you were willing to talk to me about it, and I really appreciate that you give me the opportunity to talk to you about your worries. So tell me why you're here.
Well, I live in a government apartment, and I have having a lot of problems with insecurity, I guess, because I work for a factory, and I know what's going on with my factories for the one for my friend's work, because there is a lot of people who is getting out of work for I don't know why, and I guess I am the next, so I don't know what's going to my family will be eating from, because if I lose my work, so I don't know how I'll buy food for my kids and support them. So I'm really worried because.
So let me like put that together a little. You said you are concerned because you think that you probably will lose your job.
Yes,
And
because I don't know, my kids, I can't tell my kids that they can eat because I don't have money, and it's really frustrating. So that I don't earn a lot of money, but it's something that I can support my kids.
how many kids you have?
I have two.
2 kids?
Yeah, one boy 7, and a girl who is 5.
So I hear you saying it's yourself and your kids.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you're a single mother, and then you're working for this factory. But in this, you say that the factory where your friend is working. So in your factory, nobody has been fired so far.
No, not yet. But if that happened to the other factory, probably it will happen to the factory I'm working for. So if that happens, I don't know what I will do. It's really concerning. I don't know.
But you are concerned for being fired from your job. But what? So let's put you in place. What will you do if that happened?
I really don't know, because I can't go to college now because I don't have money, and I just got my GED because I didn't finish high school because I got pregnant too early, and I don't know what else to do, but that's the only thing I can do now. Well, I think that's the only thing I can do now, because, you know, if you don't have a college career, you're like nothing in this country. So I don't know what else I can do.
This has been your first and only job since you
Yes.
get out of high school.
Yeah, because they don't ask you for a college degree or a year or 2 in college. They just employ you because there's nothing too complicated to do. So
You just like what kind of job would you do there?
well, I work for this Chinese factory. So then you have to pack the makeup they sell. You just have to pack them, and then just they get charge of the rest.
Okay, so that's very a manual thing.
Yes.
that you do.
Yes.
So-
So I don't have to do anything else.
Mhm. So, well, what I hear you saying is that you feel like you're not prepared for doing something else.
Well, not because, well, I don't know what else I can do. Like I said, I don't have a degree. I don't know. I don't feel ready to take another job. I mean, now it's,
And let me ask you, where do you have any signs that you are? Because I hear you say at the beginning, and probably will be the next.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be fired soon. You have all these thoughts about losing your job. And when I was talking, when you were referred here by somebody, yeah.
yes.
So I think that the issue was that you were not feeling good.
Yeah, so,
You tell me more about
since
what's
that
happening.
happened to my friend, so no, I can't really sleep well. I'm feeling so nervous about it, and I'm just keep thinking on that. And every time my boss get in the room, so I think, oh my gosh, he's going to tell me something, and I'm gonna be fired this day or maybe the next day. So, and get me so anxious about it.
What other things are happening to you when you feel that worry? And you're not sleeping well?
No.
You think that your boss is in the room to fire you? What other things are happening to you?
Yeah, so I am feeling like I am the only one who is having this big problem, because I see the older friends in the factory, so and they say, oh, if that happens, so I can go and work for my father's restaurant or something else. So they have that support that I don't have. So if that
Or
happens,
they probably don't have kids.
Yeah.
It's a different story.
Mhm.
So you feel that you have less chances than
Yeah.
your coworkers.
I do.
Okay, so well, basically, what I'm hearing is it's mostly that you have this worry without base. You know, like you start worrying because somebody told you this, and you have been so worried that it's affecting your daily life. Like you're not sleeping, and I guess that affects your when you're
Yeah.
working and you feel sleepy, I guess too.
Yeah.
You're not as productive as you should be. Like those that can be all the way around if you keep worrying in that way.
Mhm.
Have you thought about it?
Yeah, but it's impossible not to think about it because my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can't feel so frustrating when you say your kids know you can't have it, or probably if they want something at the grocery store and I don't have the money to buy it. So you feel really bad because kids need a nice place to live, food on the table, and the mother who cares. And I don't really want to mess up their life. I want to be a good mother. And I don't want they suffer like I was when I was a child. So I want they have everything they need.
So, do you have a difficult childhood? You think that you have a difficult childhood?
Yes, because my parents work all the time, but they didn't earn the money that needs for feed us. So sometimes we didn't eat properly, and other times it's like they didn't have enough money to buy food for us or something that we need. So I don't want my kids have that impression and that like big hole in their lives. So I don't really think.
So you want to give your kids what you didn't have the possibility of having when you were a child.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now we are gonna start like identifying the problem that really is the real problem that you're having. It's not that, probably it's not even that you're gonna lose your job. And you're gonna maybe find this confusing. You feel like, no, I feel that I'm worried because I'm gonna lose my job. That's the problem. But what I read is that the real problem here is that you think you're not prepared for losing that job. What do you think about it?
Oh, yeah, probably not. Because, like I said, if I lost the job, so I wouldn't have money. And you know, you need money for everything.
Unfortunately,
to
yes.
get the kids at school, to feed them, to dress them. So if I didn't have money, so I don't know.
So I want to like develop more the idea I'm giving you, because I feel that you're kind of stuck, let's say, on the worry, and not in the doing. For what I'm saying, because you say I'm gonna lose the job, and then what are you gonna do? And that you are there, like in the panic, and I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So now you still have your job, you still can start preparing for that event. But if you feel prepared, the anxiety is gonna go down. Yeah. And also, if not only because you're gonna lose your job, but because you want something better for your life, right? Have you thought in coming back to college at some point?
Yeah, but it's really difficult because it needs time, and I need time to work, and for my kids too. So, but yeah, I would love to go back to college and get more prepared.
Okay. So I want to explain something that we call ABC.
Mm-hmm.
And A is what is happening in this scenario that you're telling me is that somebody in the factory of your friend, where your friends work, somebody loses their job, right?
Mhm.
That's what's happening. The B is why you think about it. Like you start thinking, oh, I'm gonna be the next one. In my factory is gonna happen. Yeah. And then C is why you feel about what you're thinking.
Mhm.
So how you feel? You feel anxious?
Yeah, a lot.
You cannot sleep,
A lot
right?
anxious, a lot stressed, a lot worry,
Mhm.
and frustrated too. Because if I had career, probably I would do something else, and I won't be this worried. So because I can apply for another company or another job, wherever, but it will be more easier for me, I think. But I don't really feel prepared to go and ask for other jobs that I have no idea.
How to know?
Okay.
So now I'm gonna pick the picture differently. So the same thing, your friend and you in the factory where your friend was, somebody loses their job, and then we're gonna change how you think about it. So what would be a positive way to think about that happening?
I don't know. I didn't
So let me give you an example. Like for example, okay, if I feel I'm gonna probably lose my job, I need to start learning to do something else, right?
Mhm.
Okay, this is the opportunity. This is the push that I needed. Because anxiety is good in certain amounts.
Mhm.
You feel anxiety about the future, you should start doing something to reduce that anxiety, that stress, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know if you follow me here.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so, and then when you gonna, how would you feel you start thinking in that way? What do you think that you feel?
It will be a good start. So probably it will help me a lot. But anyways, it will take time.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Um, so probably I can start before it really happens. I mean, before I lose my job, if I do, so I can start exploring another ways, another things that I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will help me a lot.
Because if it's not even something that is there, and it's just in the air that you probably lose your job. So you can make that worry productive for yourself.
Yeah, it
I mean, you can spend all the nights worrying, but doing research and learning what you want to do next. What is a good possibility for you to learn in case that happens, or in case that you want to get something better for your life, like if you want to provide for your kids, and they are your motivation. That's mostly what I've been hearing from you.
Mm-hmm.
Is like start exploring things to learn. So I think that maybe we can start working on it. Like, maybe for the next session we start like we can for homework, let's say for homework, you know, make you do homework so you start really thinking about it. And you're not gonna stop worrying magically. You will have that worry, but we're gonna use that worry, then anxiety, to push you to start getting ready. Okay, so we're gonna use that in positive way. So you're gonna start doing research on your own.
Okay.
And like, what would you like to do? Something like you will have to get a certificate or something for a new thing that you want to do. But let's explore what would you like to like. What would you like to do? Like get, I don't know, real estate or nurse, assistant, teacher assistant, or certain careers that then don't depend for a college degree, but a certification that it's a short way to get there. And then we can start working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to you?
Yeah, that's a really good.
Okay.
And yeah, I can start.
So let's chart by a list of 5 things that you think that you can start, or you would like to be doing in the next time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know when you came in, you were really stressed
Yeah.
when you came in the session. How do you feel now?
Well, I think, well, you know, it's better when you talk to somebody about it, and how you feel and everything. So I'm really a little better because finally I can talk to someone and hear something that, yeah, probably they are right, and there will be something else that I can do, and I am not the only one who thinks that I I know better for another job. So, yeah, I feel positive about it, and yeah, I will think it and try to see what else I would like to do to get us a better life.
Mm-hmm. I just want you to catch yourself when you start thinking negative. When you go to the blue side, just come back, like, help yourself to think in positive and use that word in a positive way. Yes.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to keep feeling the same way, and we want to change that, okay? Okay, so I'll see you maybe next week. We can work next week and see how we're gonna start working towards that, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.